Hi, it's Mary Rose Wildfire Maguire, direct response copywriter and digital marketing consultant. I am the owner of MaryRoseMaguire.com. So, welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you're watching, I decided to take advantage of the fact that I just got my hair cut and styled. So, I'll go ahead and make a video. What I do during these videos is I tackle one of my daily emails that I send out to my list. So I send emails to my list Monday through Friday, and generally they cover marketing topics, but I use a lot of different ways to make or to create a marketing lesson. So sometimes it'll be using pop culture, sometimes a film, sometimes it's a story from my own life. But there's lots of different ways that I get through a marketing lesson. So we will tackle, and by the way, these are emails that were sent. Actually, this one I think was sent last year. You know what? Well, anyway, we'll just go ahead with this. So this was an email that I sent last year called My Jerry Maguire Manifesto for 2016. And what I talk about in this particular email, I think, is more important than ever. So I'll begin. Jerry Maguire is one of my absolutely favorite films. Love this movie. If you remember, Jerry had an aha moment that led him to write a mammoth manifesto that quite simply was a game changer, literally. He was a sports agent, and it changed his game in a huge way. Closed some doors, but opened a lot more. Yesterday's email message sat with me all day and gave me a little more to chew on. So below is my 2016 manifesto. I have a feeling that earning trust with your prospects, customers, and clients will be a huge theme in 2016. And this is carrying over, by the way, into 2017. Earning trust isn't new. Salespeople, since the dawn of time, have realized that they've had to earn the trust of a potential buyer long before the internet came onto the scene. But with the advent and ease of the inner tubes, or some people, sometimes I'll throw in a little slang like that, but anyway, a lot of marketers have gone down the road of hype, shoving clickbait out there and just bad messaging. But guess what? There's this little development that came out last year and caused advertisers and marketers to shake with fear and trembling. The cause of such hand-wringing? None other than the dreaded ad blocker. Those clickbait banner ads caused a whole heap of trouble, and now people are just fed up with digital ads. Don't even get me started on the types of ads that block out part of an article or sneakily expand on the page. I will say that I haven't seen as much of that lately, but there's still some ads that will do that. Talk about intrusive. About 20 years ago, when the internet was really starting to rock and roll, marketers were told they were now dealing with a new medium and a new way to reach their market. Those TV commercials, radio ads, and even newspaper ads, yeah, disruptive. We were told that marketing was going to be different. With the internet, it wasn't about interrupting someone's focus and trying to gain their attention with whiz-bang tactics. No siree, Bob. Now it was about engagement, attracting a prospect, pulling them in, not pushing them in. So here's my question. Is it working? I'll answer my own question. I don't think so. At least not as well as some TED Talkers said it would. People are blocking out ads. They've been using ad blockers for some time, but last year, this is back in 2015, when Apple jumped on the bandwagon with content blocking Safari extensions in its iOS 9 update, it got my attention. It seems marketers took that interruptive TV advertising approach and knocked it up 10 levels. There are now some sites I no longer visit because the page takes forever to load because of all the ads. And mobile ads? Ugh, even worse. So here's the thing. I predict that in 2016, a lot of businesses are going to realize they need to build trust with their audience. And the way to do this isn't by shoving cheap, lame-o ads in their face as they're trying to read an article. There are better ways to get attention, and it doesn't require getting all gussied up and hanging out on a street corner. I've developed a system that, to me, is a much better alternative. I believe it will not only get your business the kind of clients you want, but clients who will stay with you over the long haul. It's too involved to describe here, but if you want to schedule a 30-minute chat, I have a link that has that way to schedule that chat. I'll be able to explain it in detail. It's not for everyone, only for those who are ready to take a risk with their marketing and know it's time to zag when everyone else is zigging. Showing you the money, Mary Rose. So it's interesting that I wrote this last year, and this was way before the news cycle and our presidential election, which was very controversial in many ways, contentious. You can choose whatever word you want to choose. But what came out of that whole time period in the United States was the term fake news. So we still are dealing with the aftermath of the fake news accusation. And I'm not going to delve into whether news is fake or not. That's not what the point is here. The point is that people are more doubtful and more disbelieving than ever. They don't know who to trust. So I was talking before about how to build trust with your audience, and one of the ways is, and I mentioned this, but one of the ways is by sharing insider secrets about your industry or talking about things that people don't usually talk about in your industry. When you expose things and you tell the truth, that is a wonderful way to gain trust, because then your clients will know that you have their best interest in mind and that you're not just trying to sell them a solution in order to sell them something, but you actually want them to receive the very best service or the best product that they can for their money. So start, if you're not doing this already, I would challenge you, and try it with a blog post. You can just try one blog post and make sure you promote it really, really well, meaning you put it out there on social media channels, put it on your Facebook page, LinkedIn, ask other people to share it for those who you know. It's always nice to have some friends in your work environment that will go ahead and share whatever it is you're sharing, but try to, see if you can get as much exposure as possible and see what happens if you tell the truth about a particular part of your industry. There's a lot of ways to do this with headlines too. Some examples are let's say that you work as a stockbroker, what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. Or in the health industry, what your doctor doesn't want you to know. Things like that are provocative, and you can definitely bend a little bit of that in the rest of your copy. But the point is when people feel as though they're being either lied to or they're not receiving the full truth regarding a particular industry or product or service, it makes you look like I'm going to tell you what the real story is. And that is going to gain a lot more trust. And again, it's one of the ways that copywriters use, one of the angles or the approaches that copywriters use in order to get attention, and that is secrets. If people feel that there are secrets, truth, or some type of knowledge that is being held back from them, but you're going to share it with them, it's very powerful. So that's my tidbit for the day. Hope you enjoyed it. Please visit my website, www.maryrosemaguire.com, and sign up for my email list, and then you will get fresh, relevant emails Monday through Friday. and they're a lot of fun, and they will always give you something to think about, something maybe new to try with your marketing. Thanks for joining me, and please subscribe. Thank you.